If you're having suicidal thoughts or feelings or feel like you have no hope, please call 988. There, you can talk to someone who not only cares about your story, but cares about you. Please reach out today. Thomas P. Murphy once said, "Minutes are worth more than money. Spend them wisely." At Minutes Wisely, we take that to heart. Our mission is to decrease veteran suicide by providing life changing experiences for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families. We believe that we can make a lasting impact by rekindling a sense of purpose and fostering community through sponsored tickets to sporting events. These experiences are not just about the game, they're about the moments that can change lives. A simple sporting event can boost joy and instill a sense of renewed hope and purpose for those who have served. Join us in making a difference. Become a moment maker and empower a veteran with rediscovered hope. Visit minuteswisely.com for more information and to get involved. Together, we can make every moment count.
Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing?
Morning.
Hello.
Lot to talk about today. Excuse me. I don't even know where to start. Should we start with Ohtani? One of the greatest outings ever by a MLB player.
I think what he's doing is insane.
Has to be the greatest of all time. Single game performance.
Agreed.
Has to be.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
I just wonder if this is going to be an anomaly or if this will be the future, talking 10, 15 years down the line of seeing more people trying to train their kids and build them up to be able to do this.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that you could try.
There's only one.
Yeah, we might see some people attempt it, but there's a difference between pitching and hitting in the same game and pitching like he did and hitting 3 home runs in the same game. That's just like,
oh yeah, it's
I'm
insane.
sure there's some players that could pitch and hit right now, but not like that.
Well, in my mind, I just wonder because when someone gets older and they're good at one thing, I think that they naturally lean that way. And I just wonder if seeing him being able to do that is going to make parents and then that kid, when they get older, I say kid, college, whatever, they don't turn that off as much. They just work at both, kind of similar to what a switch hitter does.
Maybe, but I don't think it's going to be elite. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a generational talent.
Yeah. Elite.
And he's huge. So he was hitting probably didn't get hard for him until later in his, high school, college years. He was probably just smashing when he
Hitting's
was a kid
hard for him?
Well, you know what I mean. He didn't probably have to concentrate on hitting until he got older.
He has to concentrate on it? I think he did.
Yeah, he's done, he's done that. He took that big leg kick away and stuff like that. So he's made changes since he's got to the pros.
I don't think there's a single thing hard for him. Dude's out there mowing down hitters.
Easy.
Yeah.
He's insane. Yeah. We're on the same page here. We're on the same page. For sure.
Yeah, that wasn't an argument. That was more
no. I just think his size has a lot to do with it too. Like he's not just crazy talented. He is huge.
I think he's as efficient at making all of that stuff look easy as he is at avoiding federal gambling charges. I think they're just synonymous there.
Talent, man. Not
everybody. Hey. He was allegedly accused.
Allegedly. Stop it right now. This man is
he's so impressive. I speak for a lot of people that think that Dodgers are ruining baseball and a hatred for Dodgers. And it's just difficult to not sit back and enjoy his greatness, even as someone that does not like the Dodgers.
I despise the Dodgers, and I love Ohtani.
I hate to admit it, but we don't get to see this if he's in Anaheim. You have to.
No, he's Mike Trout.
Yeah, you have to be comfortable to be able to perform at the highest level, and he is comfortable.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any worries, and it's just so much better an environment than Anaheim.
It's impressive to watch Speaking of watching, huge college football day. Did y'all catch any of the games yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, the entire
Not-
rankings are going to be just
it's gonna be
upside
turned
down.
upside down.
The Tech losing, Miami losing,
Miami,
Ole
yeah.
Miss losing, even though Ole Miss was a high ranked game.
Yeah, but how do you put? Yeah, it's just how do you handle that one?
I was hoping
I
Ole
mean-
Miss would pull that one out.
Me too.
I mean, we all were because Kirby Smart is the devil incarnate, but
Yes.
he just keeps finding more lives, like he always. Kind of similar to how Auburn finds new ways to lose every week. It's just they
Yeah,
go hand in
so-
hand.
What's your guys' take on Franklin getting fired?
He can't win a big game. Never won a big game.
He's not at a college similar to Mississippi State where these seasons are going to be acceptable, or whatever college, UCLA, Cal. He would be there forever. They would give him a lifetime extension. But at Penn State, a college that I think they have more millionaires than any other college, so limitless funds. They're a blue blood. They're a Power 4 team. You have to win the big game. And all he's known for, similar to Lincoln Riley in USC, Lincoln Riley, I think, is 0-6 versus top 15 teams. This is what James Franklin is going to be known for. Sure, he's going to be a hot commodity for the Virginia Tech teams that need a coach, but that's not good enough for Penn State. And I think that Penn State, this is the popular thing to say, but because of their limitless funds, I think Penn State's first calls are going to be to Urban and to Nick, just to dip their toe in the water. Hey, how does $15 million a year sound?
I agree. How real is Indiana?
Good Lord.
I mean, they're real until the playoffs. I just don't see it happening. It's going to be very similar to last year when they were just so fun, and then they get to the playoffs and they play a team like Georgia, Alabama, Oregon even, and they're just going to get mollywopped the whole game, and it's going to be blatantly obvious that they don't belong there. The difference is
They
I
went
think the
to
quarterback
Eugene
is
this
good.
year. They went to Eugene this year and stomped Oregon.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that goes to speak to NIL and transfer portal. And what's exciting about college football this year is that it is more similar to the NFL than it ever has been, as in it is a true any given Sunday or Saturday in this case year because of the talent levels and transfer portals and everything else, which makes it fun because before this, it was, who's going to win it this year? Alabama or Georgia? Maybe Ohio State every single year. And this year, it is possible that Indiana makes it to the playoffs and then, pulls some upsets.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, I think they're a fun team. I really do, and I think they could make a small splash in the playoffs. They like you said, they've played the portal well.
Yeah, they've done well.
And that quarterback is no joke. Dude's talented.
No, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that are coming on. Julian Sain, Ty Simpson. Carson Beck when he's not throwing to the other team 4 times in a game.
Hey, those are touchdowns too.
Those are touchdowns too. They all count.
All touchdowns matter.
This is a year of high octane offenses and prolific quarterbacks. I think it's going to be an exciting freaking playoff year. And now you're seeing a very young quarterback lead Notre Dame sneaking into the playoffs because everyone, when they got their second loss or everyone wipes them off, they're like, no way, because they don't have a strength of schedule. Everyone in the top 10 is losing every single week, and it's just about putting back in there. I think they need 1 or 2 more losses to kind of lock in their spot, and they need to beat Pitt. But it's just going to be an exciting playoff.
I hope so.
And then right after the playoffs, I was just talking to somebody yesterday about this. I don't think that I've ever seen, and a lot of it's a possibility, but as many open game teams for coaching, because we already have Penn State. Florida is in waiting. They're going to fire as soon as he's gone. But the possibilities you're seeing, you could see USC because Lincoln Riley, again, is flushing talent down the drain and not winning big games. You could see Auburn and a really long shot, but you could see Texas and you could see LSU. There's
Yeah,
a
I mean
ton in there.
Brian
Yeah,
Kelly's
LSU
another
is
one of
a big
those
one.
guys that can't win a big game either.
Yep. Sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ch-
And
choke artist.
Sure is.
if you can't win at a team like Florida or LSU, you're not a good coach.
Well, they've proven time and time again that it's possible to win in those places. So if you're, what's missing here? A good coach, you know.
Yep. And so that's what'll be interesting. And then Indiana already locking up their coach, so he's not going anywhere. So who's taking off the normal big names that everyone thinks are going to go? You're looking at maybe someone handing a blank check to John Gruden. You're looking at Vandy's coach maybe getting plucked out of there. Oh yeah, another one that could be gone. I doubt it, but his seat's definitely heating up. Dabo Sweeney.
And he says ridiculous things too. So he's like one flying off the handle comment away from getting himself canceled. Really,
He's
I don't
not.
even think,
He's not far from a prolific coaching meltdown, and we haven't had one in a press conference for a while. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the if you want to crown him press conference from Dabo Sweeney.
yeah. He's
think,
one little fly off of getting canceled because he says some ridiculous things.
I think Bill Belichick is on a hot seat. There's no guarantees there. I mean, I know he's under contract, but
I think that he's locked in for at least 2 years. I think
yes,
they
you're-
will give
you're
the
definitely right.
experiment 2
They'll
years.
definitely give him a second year for sure. But like with the way things are going down there,
It's not looking good.
Not
I
looking
don't
good.
think that they would pull the trigger for
After a
the
year.
buyout
Yeah,
to at
you're
least give them
definitely right.
1 year, and
You're
then 2,
definitely
there's
right.
so many big
Give him a
programs
player or
open.
two. Yeah.
It's going to be hard to compete with a Penn State, with a Clemson, with a USC, with an
Yeah,
Auburn.
but if Clemson jobs open up and stuff like that, that's when I think things get sticky.
It's going to be interesting. And then just like James Franklin, if Dabo Sweeney gets shit canned, he's at the top of the list of coaches that everybody
I
wants.
could see him end up in Clemson because you don't have a lot of big games in Clemson. Just win.
I could see James Franklin in Clemson. I could see if Dabo moves, I could see Dabo going to LSU or Florida. It's going to be a really interesting offseason to see where a lot of these people land. Lincoln Riley's probably going to have to accept something like OK State. I don't think that he's going to get a big program again.
He doesn't deserve a big program either. He's ran 2 of them into the ground. Really.
If Nick Saban was still in the league, he would go to Nick Saban's school for misfit coaches like Lane Kiffin and Sark did and rebuild his career. So I don't know. He can't now.
He needs a tutor for sure.
Yeah, and then another name to watch because that's going to open up something else. I wonder if Lane would jump ship for Florida or LSU.
A bigger job? I don't think so.
I mean, Florida's hard to turn down, man.
Yeah, but he's putting a lot of work in over there at Ole Miss.
Yeah, and you don't have to put in as much work at Florida. And
still
keep in
a lot of
mind,
work to be done.
NIL and transfer portal, you're not doing as much work anymore. It's not like I have to come in and spend 3 years to get competitive. I can be competitive in 1 year.
And especially with the shift, him moving, a lot of players are going to say, "Oh, I like that," and they're going to go just to see what's cooking down there in Florida.
Yep.
Well, and Florida recruits itself too. You don't have to.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe Florida. Another SEC school, maybe LSU, something like that.
I think Florida or LSU could entice him to leave. Just like if they do the right thing in Texas and get rid of Sark, which they should, Texas could entice him.
Obviously,
Sark is very clearly not the guy. I don't know what Texas needs to see, but he is not the guy.
Ain't it?
And I'm not saying that Arch Manning is great. I'm saying that he is misusing him very similar to how Gus Malzahn misused Bo Nix. Everyone thought Bo Nix was a wash, but he just was not meant for that offense. And now he is doing the same thing to Arch Manning and trying to make Arch Manning a pure passer when legs are a big part of Arch's game. He's just not a good coach. But we'll see. I think that there's going to be a lot of openings for it this offseason. Which means there's going to be bidding wars for the James Franklins of the league, and people are always going to knock on the door for John Gruden and see if he's up. Whoever else, whatever other NFL coach gets fired this year. Bill Callahan's probably going to find a college job.
I could see Urban Meyer coming back too.
Yeah, I don't think Nick will, but I think Urban will do one
Yeah,
more
I
turn,
think so.
especially because I don't think he wants to end his time being known for the guy that was picking up some strange in Jacksonville bars.
Until he gets a fake sickness again.
That man has had more career sicknesses than I've ever seen.
I think he's a scumbag.
Oh, he's absolutely bottom tier human.
Yes.
Yeah. him and Kirby Smart are just neck and neck.
Yeah. I lost I didn't have any respect for Kirby Smart anyways, but I lost whatever morsel there was after last weekend.
Yep. I was talking to somebody else about that, and they were talking about how he just does himself, presenting himself very much so like Dabo Sweeney is a very God-fearing man. And then they come out, and then Monday's press conference, he doubled down on it and was like, "I said what I said. That was me clapping instead of having any accountability."
Yeah, he should have just came out and owned it and said, "Hey, the coach is going to do whatever he's got to do for his team."
Speaking of accountability, I saw because the two relate. I saw the two at press conference. Did y'all see that where he called out his teammates and then had to apologize? And then just on a younger version of it, Carson Beck yesterday came out and they were asking him about the interception, and he said that the wide receiver ran the wrong route. And I'm like, bro, you want to get your wide receivers to quit running for you? That's a good way.
I bet you the next time he does run the wrong route.
Yeah. And that's a good way. Like that wide receiver is friends with one of those offensive linemen or the running back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he doesn't block as good that time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That went through real quick.
Hey, also, did you guys see Aaron Rodgers get pissed at his lineman?
Well, it can't be his fault. We already know that about him.
That was amazing.
It's never Aaron's fault.
It's not his fault. So just throw that off the table. Jesus, stop saying it's his fault.
I won't stand for this Aaron Rodgers slander.
Yes. He obviously did everything perfectly to the money that he is paid.
He just seems like a miserable person to be around.
Yeah, he's another
just like
bottom tier human being,
Yeah, that's just always correcting you or something. You're just like, shut up, man. Like, even if you're right, you're just like, I'm gonna smack you. And
as much as I just like that man, for as old as he is, he can still sling it. I mean, he threw a 60-65 yard bomb and almost hit the end zone. Thank God nobody caught it, but it was still impressive.
He's got a cannon, that's for sure. But that doesn't mean
he's
a dick.
It's impressive what he can do, but he's still just an awful human.
Anybody in the world said, "Hey, if you could throw a football further than 50 yards, then you could act how you want." Nobody said that. That's just things that he picks up on his own.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of the NFL, what do y'all think about the whole? Because I saw the cover picture and it's hilarious. It's hard not to love it, but Scatterboo and Dart, this is fun. This is making the Giants fun again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't typically root for New York teams, but it's kind of hard not to love those two.
Oh, dude, yeah, you gotta love those guys.
They're just so fun, and I have not seen someone like Cam. Maybe LeGarrette Blount.
Nah, Gary Blunt was rough around the edges.
He's a maniac out there.
He's unhinged, and it's amazing. And it's amazing.
It is amazing.
And Dart is the perfect complement.
Balance. Perfect balance. Beautiful.
And you can tell they're just out there having fun too. They're just balling out, having fun, playing the game the way it's meant to be played. But Scatterboots, that dude's an animal.
Dude, there's no way he's playing the game it's meant to be played. He is forcing it, man. He is just he is Mike Allstott reborn.
Yeah. It's just so fun to watch. I remember in the draft, and I'm still not mad. I wanted the Panthers to get Cam. Ended up getting ETN, which I liked him when he was at Florida. He, phenomenal running back. But they're showing me why. Man, I really do wish we would have gotten Cam. That's just so fun to see someone run like that. Just reckless endangerment.
Oh yeah.
But it's not just running. Watch him. I started watching him on every play, and he blocks the same way he runs.
Mm-hmm.
Just reckless endangerment for himself. He is the opposite version of what I've seen from Russell Wilson, where he just makes the safe play and everything is safe and all the time. There's nothing safe about him.
No, and he looks for contact on every play. He's trying to bash somebody's head in, and that's
he's
fantastic.
He's old school Larry Zonka. Larry Zonka used to cut in to hit one more person before he would go out of bounds for the Dolphins, and that's what Cam is doing out there.
Yeah, it's almost like he wants to be violent every play, and that's really
good
great.
at it.
Yep. Speaking of running the football, did y'all see Joe Flacco's naked bootleg?
He's a beast, man. He can do everything. Hey, Jason called it.
Yeah. You better put some respect on Jason.
You were a week too early, Jason. Too
early. You had to learn the Cincinnati playbook. I get it. It's cool. You give him a week. Look.
Put some spec on Joe.
Come on.
The playbook is throw it to Jamar Chase.
Yeah, there's no playbook.
How many targets did he have? Like 70?
I think 73 was.
Yeah, dude had 16 receptions.
69.
It was something, but it wasn't just the targeting Jamar Chase. He was out there rejuvenating himself. So people are talking about Russell Wilson playing himself out of a gold jacket. Joe Flacco has played himself into a gold jacket, I think.
Second career.
Yeah, he got thrown to the wolves, no longer anything, and now he's a Hall of Famer.
His first half of his career wasn't bad. It was like right on it, and now you start adding this stuff in.
He went to the land of dead quarterbacks for a little while. You know, you go to the place where quarterbacks die, and now he's out. So
for sure.
And he even kind of created a name for himself when he was there. We're back to the age-old is Joe Flacco elite conversation.
He's a winner for sure.
He is a winner.
Wherever he goes, he's a winner.
It would be fun to see him take the Bengals on a little run. I wouldn't be upset. I think they lost too many games on the front end to make a run. Maybe they'll be the team playing spoiler for some people. It's just fun to watch him go out there and ball like he's doing.
But I don't think they're out of it in the North. The North isn't. I mean, they're not out of it.
Yeah, the North is definitely up for grabs this year.
And they're going to beat up on each other in that division. So,
and I don't think the Ravens are what we thought they were. So I think it's
obviously
open.
Not.
No.
Yeah.
All roads go through Indiana Jones up there. You got to get past him. Talk about a career rejuvenated.
I just don't think he was a big city guy. You know, the lights were too bright in New York. Send him to a smaller market. He's balling out.
He found his home.
Maybe. I thought he was talented, and that's mainly because I have a friend that's a big Commanders guy, and we were laughing because everyone thought that Daniel Jones was trash when he was with the Giants, but every time that he played the Commanders or the Panthers, he would throw for 800 yards and 7 touchdowns. And I was like, the Daniel Jones that I see is a Hall of Famer. And so now he's doing it in Indianapolis. And I'm like,
now people believe you.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the one. He's the man that assaulted me.
You never said that.
He's fun to watch, though. It's nice to see him kind of get his flowers after being shit on. It's very Saquon Barkley-ish, you know, having to try to carry a team on a bad offense and do the things that he's doing in a big market that's very unforgiving.
We knew Saquon was good, though.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Which was crazy that they chose to pay Daniel Jones before Saquon.
But, I mean, that's a very Giants thing to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Giants are going to Giants, just like the Mets are going to Mets.
Yeah, something with the water in the area, I guess.
Speaking of the Mets, have you guys seen all the trade proposals for Skubal that they're throwing out? Wild.
I've seen a lot. Yeah, I've seen a lot.
Wild. It's all I think the Mets are the front runner.
I can see it. They're all in right now.
What I've seen.
They're all in, and they're probably in if I had to guess, a 2 to 3 year window.
Yeah.
So
this year was horribly disappointing for them too. They didn't even make the playoffs after they went out and got Soto.
Is a 1 year bidding for him.
And they're going to lose Alonso.
Yeah, Alonso's gone, and he won't re-sign with them.
The question is, when do the Tigers pull the trigger on this? Do they wait till the trade deadline?
Probably no. It'll be the winter meetings.
Winter meetings for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well,
You'll see a lot of things heat up during the winter meetings, and if they're smart, I think right now would be the time when the Mets are going to go all in.
And I finally started to see. I was very apprehensive for this trade without seeing names, but I'm finally like, once the names are coming, I mean, let's just do it.
And
Pull
the
the
Mets are
Band-Aid
going to
off.
give him the contract he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Little Bobby Bonilla part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll defer it though. He wants that money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That boy wants that money.
I don't think it's the Bobby Bonilla anymore. It's the Ohtani.
Yeah,
Or that.
but he did that for tax reasons because the California taxes are wild.
Yeah, and I think there was a
ended up with more money
DraftKings
that way.
sponsorship with him also.
Oh, that was his interpreter. He's never.
Oh, my
been on
bad. Yeah.
He's never
No,
been on
right.
DraftKings. He doesn't have a
that was his
DraftKings.
interpreter. My
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, he doesn't have DraftKings.
I think that it could be a pretty active, because I was looking at a list a couple of weeks ago in the free agent list. Sure, Pete Alonso, but pitcher wise, there's not a ton out there. So
And there's not. This isn't a big name year either. Like there's not. Bregman, and Alonso and Skubal are maybe Skubal are the big 3.
I think that there's going to be some lofty offers Detroit's way, and true to the Tigers, they will find a way to fuck it up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Like yeah, let's trade the dude, but man, we got to get something. Like it can't be the haul that we've gotten in the past,
Right?
Because that's
Gotta
unacceptable.
make the team better, obviously.
Right.
But for some reason, it never works out that way for the Tigers.
If it were me, it would be at least one MLB star now, and then
I
we
need
start building the list.
And then I need your top prospect.
Yeah.
I need an MLB ready player and your top prospect, whoever that may be,
or at least a top 3 prospect if I'm getting, because it is.
I want your top. I want your top.
I mean, you can want in one hand and shit in the other, and see which one fills up first.
Right. And then if we don't get it, then
trading Terrence Skubal.
Yeah, right. And if we don't get it, then we ride them out. And
because this is the same team that went toe to toe with the Mariners, so it's not like you're not going to be competitive next year.
I don't think so.
I didn't say win it all, but competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see us winning. I could see us winning 80-ish games next year.
Yeah, depending on what they do with the free agent market. Yeah. Where do you put Pete Alonso lining up?
I can see him going to Detroit.
No, I don't think so.
You think they're going to hand over that contract?
I can see him going to Detroit.
I really don't. I really don't think Alonso's coming to Detroit. I think they're all in on Torque now at first base. I don't know. I'm unsure on Alonso.
He'll somehow end up in the Dodgers.
He's going to go to a small market team or the Dodgers. Yeah.
Or the Dodgers. Yeah. He'll come off the bench for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I could see Cincinnati might be a nice fit. I could see that.
Could go to the Padres.
Yeah.
The Padres are probably in their last year of the window, and now they're going to have a new head coach.
First. They just put all in on with Arise at first. He's playing first base.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Nice pull, John.
Yeah, I forgot about that too until I saw him taking balls at first last week in a video. Because they are definitely all in on him.
Well, he's a much better hitter than
they got to have him in the
Alonso
lineup, and they can't DH him.
No, they can't DH him.
Alonso though.
I think Manny still takes a lot of those DHs with him getting older.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Speaking of a shitbag human being, Manny Machado.
He's up there with Ozuna. Ozuna's going to be a free agent too, so somebody will get him on a little 1-year contract. I could see maybe him going to somewhere like Detroit because he's not going to take a ton of money.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that.
And two things that he's good at is hitting home runs and allegedly hitting his wife. So
that's allegedly again. Don't bring it up if it's not true.
I think he actually has charges, so this might not be alleged. We'll see.
Fake news.
Fake news.
But that's the Tigers are also notorious for bringing in players in the twilight of their career, so I could see that.
I mean,
for sure.
he's good for 25 pops.
Yeah.
Could do a lot worse.
We need it.
We just need a dog. Like, there's no dogs on the Tigers. 0. And that's what we need. And I don't know. I don't know what else to
There's
say.
dogs, just not the kind of dog that you want.
Right.
Well, chihuahuas.
Yeah.
I mean, Carpenter's a dog. That dude has the dog in him, but and these other dudes, they don't want this. They don't want the heat, and you can tell.
Speaking of it, I know, Richard, you're probably going to agree because you're a homer, but with the NFL being so hot and cold with teams this year, is Detroit the only for sure bet this year?
I don't. Yeah. Yes.
For sure bet for what?
Like the team, how Kansas City has been. Like, yeah, if you play
the team
Kansas
to be
City
in the playoffs.
yeah, like if you play Kansas City, you're playing the best team in football. That's Detroit right now.
Yeah, for sure. They're kind of the.
No matter how many injuries on defense they get, you're going to have to throw up 32 points to beat them.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game tomorrow, man. Like Baker Mayfield's just going to go off because we don't have any DBs out there.
Yeah, they don't have any wide receivers though.
It don't matter.
No, I think Ibuka's going to play.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I think so.
I mean, at the beginning of the year when I looked at the schedule, it's better. As much as I was hurt that they lost in the way they lost last weekend, I would 100% have taken 4-2 right now because I didn't think that we'd be sniffing 4-2.
No, I thought it was 500 at best. You couldn't have sold me 4-2.
Yeah, so I'm happy where we're at right now. We get past the Buccaneers, and we're gonna have to put up some points, and it's at home, so I think we can do it. But if you go in 5-2 and we have the break right after that, I think we're looking pretty good.
Plus, I think we're looking good regardless.
We're good. Yeah,
we're good.
But Aleem McNeil's coming back. I don't know if he's going to play Monday night. I think you should probably still sit him and give him that 2 more weeks off. But that defensive line's coming back. The offense is clicking on all cylinders, man. The NFL screwed them last weekend. Like this has never happened before, where a call came from New York and overturned a play. That's unheard of. That's
script writers, baby.
That's basically saying, we don't want it would have been blasphemy if these Chiefs would have had a losing record going into week 7, and we don't want to. Even though, I mean, I
hate the tinfoil caps.
I hate being
the tinfoil
caps. I hate being the conspiracy theorist because I absolutely hate that. But it was not a good look. And for the Chiefs to play an entire game and have 0 penalties, when clearly, if you're just a normal guy, you can pick out probably 6 penalties
a play.
Yeah, so
crazy.
So they've been talking a lot about that touchdown reversal on Detroit Sports Radio, and it's obviously. I don't think it was a penalty, and I don't think the Lions thought it was a penalty either.
They obviously didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there was no flags on the
right. This is what I'm saying. I think it was let's get the tinfoil caps. I think the script writers were out on that one for sure.
Well, even with the loss, I still think that them and the Carolina Panthers are the team to beat.
It wasn't a bad loss. It was an AFC team. It was.
Slid it in real quick.
I heard that. Yeah,
you're probably going to see a Carolina-Detroit Super Bowl.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's the most realistic option.
No offense, guys, but
as long as
I like it. I like it.
Who we play. I bet you guys do like that. You'd love to see Carolina on the other side of the Super Bowl line.
We're gonna have to realign the conference.
Yeah, the AFC.
Hey, it doesn't matter. The Panthers are going to be so good. They'll win the AFC.
All I've heard this week is how this is a bye week with the Jets, and I'm like, oh great, this is going to be the one game a year that Justin Fields makes everyone think that he's a quarterback, even though he's the worst.
And I feel bad for AG, man.
Yeah, what
I
a
don't.
shit situation. He got
Yeah,
ruined.
he chose the Jets. I don't know why.
Yeah, he chose him. I don't know why, and he
Yeah.
looks completely out of his depth. Maybe it's the first year
Dumbfounded. He's
learning.
dumbfounded.
Yeah, he's out of his element for sure.
Yeah, he's
He is.
dumbfounded.
I think
100%.
that there is. I heard a commentator talking about it, and the NFL has to stop promoting coordinators that are good at calling certain plays and promote leaders of men that can hire good coordinators,
Well,
because
let's face it.
you're seeing this Brian Callahan stuff
Uh,
or Glenn not knowing how to use his timeouts and manage things properly, or not know when to go for it on 4th and 2 when the game is on the line and punt it.
let's face
Well-
it. Dan Campbell was the man calling the plays in Detroit. He made
Yes.
his coordinators look amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will say, last year I was more impressed with how Aaron Glenn handled that, whether he was calling the plays or whatnot, handled that depleted defense than I was
Oh yeah,
Ben Johnson in the offense.
he should have just stayed as a coordinator.
He should have waited for the right job. I think that he thought
Yeah.
that this would be his only chance, because the Jets weren't an attractive job. So he had a leg
No.
up being a name. And I thought that he probably believed this would be his only chance to do it. And
But also, I think he wanted
Mhm.
to go home too,
It was a home
because the
Yeah.
Jets
Yeah.
were his team. So I
it's
think
just
it was
a wash of an organization there. They're so far away from having a good team. Sure,
Yeah.
they have some players, but the core, the offensive line is awful. The
He took
defensive
over the
line is not
team.
great.
Aaron Rodgers was the starting quarterback when he took the team over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're just very far away from being competitive, and I think that he
Yeah.
is
I mean,
already
Dan
looking
Campbell
down the
did it
barrel
in
of
1 year, but
2 terrible seasons.
you don't see that very often. And by the way, the Rams just scored again. They're 21 up. 21
But Dan Campbell's first year was the Lions were in what, 6 or 7
yeah, that's what I'm
to
saying.
start the year.
Dan
Yeah.
Campbell did it, and then he turned it around, real quick. But that's an anomaly,
Yeah, that's an unfair
Yeah, you're not gonna.
comparison.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
No,
I think
That's-
I instantly started questioning the decision making when I saw Justin Fields get a contract and Aaron Glenn stamp him as the quarterback. I don't know.
agree.
I said this last week. I don't know how much tape the NFL needs on Justin Fields to know that he's not a quality NFL quarterback, but we're getting another year of tape on it. I would have rolled into the season with Jacoby Brissett as my quarterback before I would have Justin Fields. I would have seen if Andy Dalton would have taken some money and I could have traded for him or Joe Flacco
you could have
before
traded a
I'm
fifth for
going
Joe Flacco.
with Justin. Like,
Yeah.
it makes no sense. We have years. He was so bad he couldn't beat out Russell Wilson at the Steelers.
that's large facts.
So what in the world did New York think they were doing, giving him the ball? And God help every receiver on that offense. You're not getting thrown the ball outside the numbers when Justin Fields is there. They
And
did
you're
a
just-
little spreadsheet last week on his game, and I think all but one throw was within 15 yards.
You're just wasting.
just
Garrett
out there for
Wilson
cardio.
away. Yeah, you're just wasting them away.
Yeah, I'm definitely did they sign Garrett? I can't remember. I think they
I think they did.
Yeah,
I think they did. Is
Yeah, they signed
Sauce
him and
lined up
Sauce.
too?
Yeah, they signed
Yeah.
him and Sauce last year, I think.
And Williams is locked up for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Williams I knew. So Brees will probably be on the trade deadline.
I saw like a trade deadline favorites, and he was like one of them for sure.
Yeah, and he's starting to do the Brown in Philadelphia Instagram tweeting thing where he's unhappy. So
Well, you
probably
can't
see him
blame
leave
him.
soon.
Can't blame
No,
him.
not at all.
But has there been any word why Zadarius Smith decided to abruptly retire? Has anything come out?
I don't think that they.
I haven't heard.
I don't know. That's a very strange situation, all around with him.
He said something about it being Kirby Smart. I don't know. I just didn't hear the rest of it.
Pretty smart. Ruin sport.
Everything, anything that he touches.
All right, so the games to watch today. Vrabel is going to be back in Nashville today, and I think he's going to be out for blood, man. Like if
Revenge game,
Patriots are going to hang 50 on this Titans team, man.
which isn't difficult to do. It doesn't have to be a revenge game.
The Titans' defense is okay. It's moderate.
Sure, but I mean, after halftime, they're exhausted because they played.
They're all on the field,
90% of the game.
Yeah, but they're playing 29 minutes of the 30 for half.
Yup.
Yeah.
I think seeing them as one of the games of the week, seeing Super Bowl favorite Carolina Panthers and what they can do against the Jets is going to be one of the games of the week that everybody is waiting on.
You think anybody's going to watch that game?
Did you see the
Me? Probably just me.
Did you see the spread?
What is it?
Panthers 1.5.
What? Yeah.
It's because they know at any given moment Bryce Young can Bryce Young. Bryce Young is just one play away from having 3 turnovers.
Yeah, there's by the way, I will give you props for beating the Cowboys last weekend. That was glorious.
Awesome.
And they're not a bad team. I'm not saying
No.
that they're a top 5 team, but they're not a bad team. To be able to outduel and shut down Dak when we needed to, it was refreshing because that is a game that we have historically found ways to lose at. And so to find a way to win, I hope that maybe we're starting to turn the corner into a competitive team.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can play spoiler for sure.
Yeah,
If
that's
not,
where we're at.
Yeah, yep. I wouldn't want to
It's
play
so funny seeing the NFL, though, because one week we shut out and murder the Falcons, and then the next week the Falcons dog walk Buffalo. It's just the NFL is drunk and crazy this year. There's no telling what anyone's going to do any week. Spencer Rattler is an NFL quality quarterback. What a
That's
wild
not
year.
true. That's not true.
Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie.
Don't say that.
Look at the numbers.
Yeah, I'm taking Justin Fields over Radler for sure.
You're insane. And see, this is the problem. There's
I hate
so many
that
people.
dude.
Yeah,
I
he's
hate
easily
that.
hateable. But
Hate.
you look
Just
at the
to
numbers.
spite him, I would take Fields just because I don't want to see like Radler's like Kirby Smart level disgust for me. Hate that dude.
When did he hurt you?
Yeah, what's going on here, buddy?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think he's a nozzle.
Man, there's some stuff you might want to talk to your therapist about there with
Yeah.
Mr. Rattler.
You want to get it out right here?
Well, I think it starts. I watched that quarterback show on Netflix where they followed the high school kids around, and he was an absolute just
I've heard.
terrible.
I didn't watch that, but I heard that he was
Terrible
just easily
human being.
hateable.
Now we know.
Terrible human being,
Now we
absolute
know.
trash. So that's kind of where it started, and then he hasn't done himself any favors. By
Well,
me.
he's on, in my opinion, one of the worst NFL caliber talent teams, and he's having a somewhat okay year. To be able to have an okay year at a team where the offensive line's not great, the wide receivers, other than Olave, are not the best. The running back is 87 years old and never had a 1,000-yard season.
We don't like him.
He's having a good year,
Yeah, that's true.
and I don't like the Aints, but I can't deny that he's actually putting up some good numbers. He led them to beating the Giants, and the Giants were hot at the time, coming off a win. We'll see.
Yeah. I'd like to see the Raiders beat the shit out of the Chiefs today, but I highly doubt
Yeah,
it.
you're not going to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see $1 million in my bank account,
Yeah, me too. To both of those.
especially with Rashid Rice coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crashy Rice.
he's going to be running like he just killed somebody.
You better stop.
I didn't. What? I was just giving an analogy.
That is just an example of how fast he's going to be running.
Yeah, that's it.
How else do you want me to explain it?
Yeah.
He's going to be running really fast. That's so boring, Eric.
I just noticed the Lions are favored by 5.5.
You want it to be more?
No, I would assume that Tampa Bay would be favored in that game.
Well, I think they're looking at the injuries for their offense because they are down a running back. They are down a wide receiver. And just like Bryce Young, Baker Mayfield can snap and go back to the Cleveland Baker Mayfield in just a second, or the Carolina Baker Mayfield. Because everyone can – the popular thing is to shit on Carolina and be like, look what they threw away.
Yeah.
If anyone watched the games with Baker in Carolina, he was unwatchable. He couldn't get the ball past the line of scrimmage without it being batted down. I don't blame them for throwing him away. He looked awful.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold had hope. I thought they were wrong in getting rid of Sam Darnold. Baker, I would have thrown out with the trash. And I think that might be what you're seeing with the betting, is that they're just not all in on the Baker MVP season like everybody else is.
It's also a Monday night in Detroit.
Yeah, and home game. Detroit's at home.
Yeah, I could see maybe a 3, not 5.5. That's a little.
No, it speaks to Detroit's offense.
Yeah, I think I will put my parlay will be that Sonic and Knuckles both score a touchdown. I think they're gonna break the record.
Maybe. They're definitely trying to – I've noticed they're trying to get Knuckles the ball more lately. They want to make sure that he doesn't feel left out, which I think is dope.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a great power runner, but, you know, it's just like the perfect 1-2 punch, man. You can't go wrong with either one of those two. Except in the open
I think it's a
field,
little bit insulting to call him the power runner, though, because he's legitimately a good runner. He's
I don't know.
He's a good running back.
Down in the open field though, where Gibbs would.
That was Marlon Humphrey, bro.
Yeah.
He was on. I watched the St. Brown podcast. He does not like to be called a power runner. Do not call him a power runner.
Well,
There go your chances of getting him on the show, bro. Good job.
Yep.
Damn it.
We had ties too.
Wow.
well, he's a power runner. Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry, sir.
Double down.
Way to double
too.
down.
All right, Kirby.
Wow.
Golly.
Jesus.
First of all,
Peyton S. Richards back. Welcome back,
there
brother.
he is. Hey.
First of all, Montgomery's not.
everybody.
everyone,
Don't take it
welcome Eeyore
personally.
to the show.
I will say Montgomery's not invited to the show because he's a product of Ohio. We have
Okay. David Montgomery is definitely invited.
We have
You're invited to my house.
Get out of here.
I don't know who he's talking to.
There's a line in the sand, and we don't
Hey,
cross
if you're
that line.
if you're one of our
Look.
3 viewers,
Can we
you let
mute
David
him?
Montgomery know
Is
he
there
can
any
come
way for
on
us
the
to
show
mute Richard?
anytime.
Hey, before we wrap
Look.
up, man, I just want to get some thoughts on the baseball game tonight. Do the Mariners wrap it up tonight, or is there?
Probably.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because they're both – whoever wins is just going to get served up on a platter to L.A.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say I want the Mariners to win, but only for one simple fact: is it would be blasphemy for a Canadian team to be in this thing.
I'd rather see them win it than the Dodgers.
I don't know.
Blue Jays are a fun team. I wouldn't be upset if they were.
There's some
Yeah.
players on the Blue Jays that I think need to win a World Series, and this might be their chance. So not that.
I'd rather see the Iraqi Saddams win than the Dodgers.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well, there we go. There we have it.
This is crazy.
There's something wrong. with
I mean, they were-
reckless
they were-
today.
They were competitive a couple of decades ago.
a couple of
Can we
decades.
put this on the
ago.
air? I don't know if we can put this on the air.
It's too late. It's a live.
Yeah. Live.
All right.
We need to go 10-second
Yeah.
runoff.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. You guys have anything else
Last
offensive
months
to
of the
say
show
before we
just
shut it
beat
down?
out. I don't know.
No, I
what
think
kind
I
of
hit my
system
quota.
up here.
The first European expansion team.
Middle East, buddy. Middle East.
Look.
All right. Well, it
Oh,
was an
man.
entertaining show at the very least. Until next Sunday, man. Let's end the show with a Go Lions.
Maybe not.
All right.
Yeah,
Go Birds.
I like that. I think Josh should just say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
All right. I got things to do, so
Careful.
we'll shut her down, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Have a good week, everybody.
See ya.
Adios.